Hey guys, so today I'm doing a video on your makeup story, and I wanted to do this because I kind of feel like my makeup story is a little bit different, so I kind of wanted to do it. And yeah, let's just get into it. How old were you when you started buying makeup? I was 12, I believe, or 11. Um, I my mom did my makeup when I was pretty young, like around 8 or something like that, to go over to a friend's house. She did me in bright blue eyeshadow and red lips, and it was amazing. And I was so inspired by that at a very young age. I loved makeup, I thought it was the funnest thing in the world, and I played with my mother's makeup to no end. Like, my mom had everything from the drugstore and from Merle Norman, which was a big brand that my mother was into. And I actually still have one of her blushes that I wear all the time. And when my mother's on the road, when I miss my mom a lot, I always wear that Merle Norman blush. So that's kind of, I don't know. My mom got me into makeup. My mom, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, before she got really depressed, was the biggest inspiration to me because she was such a beauty lover. Like, she loved putting on a face of makeup and everything. It was awesome. And she took me to MAC, and it was awesome. Like, she just taught me a lot of stuff that I know now, and a lot of my mom's beauty tips are stuff that I still use because it's beauty tips for plus size girls, because my mom was plus size, so I use them in everyday life. And also, another person that got me into it was kind of my brother's girlfriend, Christina, or my brother's now wife. And she got me into a lot of makeup as well. How did you get into makeup? That's kind of the same thing. My mother and Christina. My mom took me to MAC at a kind of young age, I think around 12, and she bought me a few eyeshadows and stuff, and I really got into it, and it was kind of all downhill from there. What are your favorite brands of makeup? My favorite brands of makeup would have to be at the top of the list for eyeshadows, because I'm such an eyeshadow whore, would be like Urban Decay, because I have more palettes from Urban Decay than from anybody else. I also love Wet n Wild eyeshadows. I love Revlon's foundations. I have a lot of favorite brands. I love MAC for how they inspire people to get into makeup. MAC was one of the first brands I ever got into, so of course I find it an extremely kind of inspiring brand. So number 4, what does makeup mean to you? I think it's a confidence builder. When I feel the worst, I put on a beautiful face of makeup and I feel better. I don't feel 100% better, but I feel at least put together, like I'm not doing nothing. I still look okay. I'm still, breathing. So it's okay, I think makeup is confidence, I really love that about makeup. So, and I also think it's such a big thing for people with scarring and burn victims, and I think it's, for the most part, confidence building as well. I mean, I've worked with some scar victims and stuff like that, and teaching them how to feel better, like how to use makeup to kind of make themselves feel better, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing to see that. So I feel like it's something that's kind of, it changes people's perspective of how you look in everyday life. It can really help you. It can also hurt you depending on if you don't know how to do it. But I think it can totally help. Totally. 5, if you could only wear 4 products on your face, what would they be? It would be concealer, Laura Geller's Balance and Brighten, because that's kind of like, if I put a peachy color underneath my eyes, because like Erase Paste in medium, it's really peachy, so it like really delivers on removing my blue from under here, because I will admit sometimes I don't always wash off my makeup, which is terrible, but I also have like veining and stuff underneath that. So I love Bobbi Brown's creamy concealer. I also love Benefits. I think they're kind of very similar. So really, really awesome stuff. What else I would wear on my face would be like mascara, and probably a cream shadow, because you don't need a primer, but like a long-lasting cream shadow. No, I don't know if I would choose the shadow. Maybe it would be a highlighter, because I really love my highlighters. I don't know. Okay, favorite thing about makeup. Maybe that was 4. So it would be mascara, highlighter, Laura Geller's Balance and Brighten, and concealer. You'd be fine with those, because you can always use your highlighter on your eyes, like right there, and like right above your right above, I was about to say you can use it on your Cupid's bow, totally, but you can also use it underneath your brow bone, and you'll be fine. What do I think about favorite thing about makeup? It's confidence booster, like I said. What I think about drugstore versus high-end, I think you can get a totally amazing face from the drugstore, but I do feel like you need to know the products from the drugstore that work. I feel like there's so many products that don't work from the drugstore that it can be so hard to go to the drugstore and pick out a full face and feel very confident, you know, that all of those products are going to work. So my biggest thing is, you know, get a little bit more into beauty. You know, watch the dupe videos, watch the videos that are going to tell you what drugstore items really work. And then I think, you know, you'll be really, really pleasantly surprised about how happy you're going to be with your face. However, I think you can go to a brand like Estee Lauder or MAC, or sometimes MAC. Okay, MAC, some of the MAC artists do not pick the right colors for people. I have an issue with some MAC artists, and a lot of Sephora artists. Some of them, they may say they know how to color match, but the second you go out in the lighting, they don't know how to color match. So my biggest tip for that is always kind of rely on your own knowledge and looking up stuff and whatever, and always test your foundations on your, you know, neck, going like down and stuff like that. And, you know, work, you know, it's a trial and error thing. Makeup has always been trial and error for me since I was 12. You know, and wearing bright lime green eyeshadow. It's always been trial and error, and I still wear lime green eyeshadow, but I wear it a lot better now. So it works. What tips do I give for a beginner is experiment, fall in love with the idea of makeup, fall in love with beauty. I think it's a very fun, it's a place where you can really find artistic expression, and it was how I found kind of my voice in the world, because this is what I do for a living, so it's kind of more to me than a lot of people. You'll talk to lawyers that, you know, law is their life. Makeup is my life, so I'm going to say that, you know, makeup, you know, can really just be awesome. What makeup trend can you not stand? Blue eyeshadow. What do you think of the beauty community? I think it's amazing. I think it can really help you practice your craft. I think it can just really open your eyes. Who are your style icons? My style icons are Stevie Nicks, the whole Tyler family, like Mia Tyler, Steven Tyler, and Lee, I don't know the other one's name, but all of the Tyler family I love. Courtney Love, any hardcore rock and roll girl I love. Joan Jett, huge style icon for me. also another huge one is Audrey Hepburn. So thank you for watching, and I hope you all have an awesome